That's alright, I'll spank him later.
I'm leaving now.
You will get used to my dry Aussie humour, I promise. Oh, by the way, you got a flashlight from the armory, didn't you? Yeah.
Yes.
So,
well, no, you gave me one, but there is some in the armory. You said.
Yes, we
gave
fixed
me
it.
one, but yeah, but you said you got it shipped in.
Yes, I did. Alrighty, so the next part is our ERS system. So you now have the roles that will allow you to access Night. So if you've set your keybinds correctly, you should be able to press your K muscle. If not, think /MDT, and that will bring it up.
Got it up.
Alright, so you want the state police, so yours is the first icon on the top left.
Okay.
Have you been through Nights or not before in any city?
No,
No, okay. Right, I was just clarifying because I don't want to treat you like an idiot. So once you get into the badge part, you want to click the little green button down the bottom, which says select. It will then bring you up a screen. So you can set your call sign. I don't know why I'm classed as a LSPD probationary patrol officer, but whatever. Your call sign you can set, and then down the bottom you can actually, there's a little green toggle shift button, and that's what you need to press. For some reason it is saying I am LSPD probationary. I'm not sure why that would be.
In Knights, do you have the LSPD chief role?
It's saying probationary.
You may have to change it in. It may be a Knights thing. You may have to change. You need to make sure you have the role though in Discord.
Doesn't matter. So yeah, once you toggle your shift there, I haven't seen the notification, but then again I might have been in the tablet at the time.
Yeah, I put myself officers available, deployable.
Okay, cool. Let me have a look, make sure. Yes, you are. Okay. So within this, there's a lot of stuff. So first things first, while we're talking, I need you to type a command /toggle callouts. And what that'll do is turn off the dispatch for now, so that you don't get the constant dispatching in your head, except for smart fires. Smart fires will still populate, but at least it's better than constantly getting dispatched. This is also important if you are on a civilian call. You can actually toggle the call out so that doesn't annoy you and you can see more of your screen, etc. But it will still allow you to control the locals. There are a couple of menus to remember with this. If you think about your Z muscle, that will bring up a radio wheel with some icons on it. Obviously the one at...
A new emergency
Yeah,
call
this is why we say keybinds are important. And this is actually stock keybind from Knights, so I haven't changed this at all.
Other responders managed to deal with the previous emergency call.
It should. Are you on duty?
Yeah.
I checked that, didn't I? Yes, status 3. No, you need to be status 1, I believe.
It shouldn't matter. I would check. He may have inadvertently changed something in his keybinds or something, because that keybind is changeable in the menus.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, so yeah, the Z menu should technically bring up a radial menu, which is all your backup stuff. So, for example, the one at 12 o'clock is a set of handcuffs. That should be your prisoner transport. The one to the immediate right of that is the mechanic, who will also fix your car if need be. And then we have fire, or what we call Station 44. That's the local fire brigade, who will come and put out any fires if there is no fire on duty in city. The one to the right again of that is animal control. It's depicted by a paw print. The one at 6 o'clock is coroner. So if someone's pronounced dead either by proper EMS or the EMS in city, the local EMS, they will put them in a body bag. And then you can actually call a coroner to come pick up that body bag. You'll also get calls for needing roadside assistance. So they could be rubbish or rubble or stuff on the road. They come and clean that up. You can also do that yourself with your e-muscle. Then you have a taxi. If you have a local who is refusing to leave the scene, you can actually call them a taxi, and a taxi will pick them up and basically forcibly remove them from the scene.
I'll be right back.
The next one above that is county EMS, so local EMS crews. They do not heal people or civilians in city, but they do the locals. And then the one above that is what we call county tow, and they will pick up any local vehicle. They don't do civilian. Well, they do kind of do civilian vehicles. They pick them up and put them down a bit further up the road. So try not to tow an actual civilian's car. Speaking of that, if you need to tow a civilian's car, it's just /IV. And if I don't tell you to send it to IA, you can send it to either this station's impound or Fleet Impound. Fleet Impound is just around the corner, and you can actually set a time for it to be recovered, a recovery fee, all of that sort of thing. You can also now through your F6 menu impound it that way as well if need be, but I believe that sends it to a different location. So I would still prefer, especially if I want you to send it to IA.
What was the command though? ID?
IB, India Victor. I believe you have to be next to a vehicle for it to work, but yeah, if I tell you to send it to IA, it's generally because I need to investigate it further, or there's been a rule break involved, or something similar like that. So, yeah, I still prefer to use IV if we can. Right, F6 menu. Have we gone through that?
No, let me see. Yeah, we kind of went through it.
All right.
Soft cuff, hard cuff.
Yep.
Cuff,
So.
And we do the fine and jail through there as well, right?
Yep. So the one thing I probably didn't tell you, you can put people in the vehicle through the player menu, but to get them out, you need to do it through the vehicle menu, which is.
Okay.
And the other thing is the tape vest doesn't actually work because it doesn't recognise. We don't use their cars. They have configured in the system. We have our own vehicles, so and because we have so many of them and they're constantly changing, it's impossible to keep up. So we don't use that function. That's why we get you to carry your own body armour, either in your trunk or on your person. So at this point, I'm guessing we're pretty good to go out and run some nights calls. You have your call sign, you know what that is. 10 codes are completely optional. You'll hear me use a mashup of all sorts of things.
Resolved by other units.
That's not important as long as we understand what it is that you're doing. We need to know, who you are, where you're going, what the call is, that sort of thing. And we'll go from there.
Let me get some P1 switched around real quick.
fine. But yeah, now you can see the importance of having them set right?
I have a bunch of custom ones from before, so.
Yeah,
just
you're
so I
fine.
know.
You don't have to use mine as long as you worked out what doesn't conflict. I don't care, but I spent a lot of time trying to make mine not conflict, so yeah.
I require vehicle transportation. Please send over a tow truck.
And I found if I didn't do it for people, then they just wouldn't do it. Yes, so with your phone, you actually need to go into your pocket and pull it out, like click use on it for the first time, and after that you can click your keybind. Not the first person to have that issue.
Whoa.
What's up?
Thought I just saw a truck driving in the middle of the air.
Yeah, you did. The tow truck. For some reason, when the Knight's tow truck picks a car up, it like levitates in the middle of the air. I have no idea why, but there was actually a broke down SUV out there.
Yeah, there was. It's because we're all sitting on nights but not actually doing anything.
Alright.
Alright. Good. I'm looking for a keybind too right now. Alright, so you can bring up your Z menu or whatever you've assigned it to now, and you'll see the radio menu I've been explaining.
Yep. I got it assigned to Z.
Yes. Alright, so that is essentially every department that you can use in your scenes. When you'll see when you actually accept a call out, when you arrive on scene, it will give you a list of missions to complete for the call to complete. Sometimes it won't. You may not be able to find a local or whatever. If you can't complete it, you just press your X muscle and you can cancel out of
A new
the
emergency
call.
call came in. Are any units available to respond?
There are some that we don't recommend you do, like migrants stuck on a boat. Our boats in city are still a work in progress. Same with the ones to do with
The last
stolen
emergency
planes,
situation has
etc.
been resolved by other units.
Unless you get there really quick with a heap of people, you can't stop them from taking off, and then it's a waste of time. I need to test it, but you can also use a backup menu. When I was on yesterday, it wasn't working for me. But if you think about your B muscle while you're in a call, it will. You can call like air support, like a helicopter that will give you overwatch and tell you or indicate where the person who's running is going. You can also call patrol car backup, motorbike backup, the army, and I can't think of what else. But
Okay.
yeah, you can actually call the army in, but they come in guns blazing. So yeah, it's pretty extreme. What have I missed, Chief?
Speed zones.
Oh, speed zones, yeah, it should be, if you set your keybinds correctly, it should be a dash muscle. That will stop all local traffic except the ones that you call from entering your scene. So it stops them from driving over you and all that stuff while you're trying to interact with the actual scene. The only difference to that is once you start calling tow, medics, etc., they will drive through the scene. You've got to watch that they don't run you over because they don't have driver's licenses. Or they found them in the back of the cereal packet. So even though you've got a speed zone set up, don't be complacent. Keep your head on a swivel, make sure you're standing out of the way or behind a car or whatever else, give yourself a bit of protection. Get in the habit, when you're arriving on scene, that's the first thing you do, and then wait until everybody's in a vehicle before removing it so that everyone's safe. Now, if you think about your U muscle, that should bring up a little dispatch box in the bottom of your, well, mine's in the bottom right corner of my eyes. Yours may be in a different spot. If you want to move it, you can think about your eye muscle, and that will allow you to move it around with your mouse. When you get a call, for example, yeah, that was me. So that you can see what it looks like. So if I was to press my up muscle then to respond to that call, that would then set a waypoint to that location, and then you can obviously respond. So that's how most local calls will come, like not local civilian calls will come in. You will see occasionally you'll get a purple dispatch from ERS.
Yep.
Do not get complacent that that is just a smart fire, because sometimes if they put in a 911 call through nights, that's how it will show up, and I will demonstrate now.
Other units were able to resolve the last emergency call.
Army animals being attacked by wild animals.
Yeah, that's why I was saying turn off the dispatch while we're talking about this. Alright, so you'll see it came up as a purple notification down the bottom, right? You go into your Knights tablet and then go emergency hotline. You'll see it displays very differently to any other of the normal dispatch calls. One being that you can actually put in a description, the other being that you can actually put in a phone number, and it just is formatted very, very differently. So with that one, to respond to those, all you got to do is go into the emergency hotline section, click locate via GPS, and you can respond as normal.
Okay.
So there is the ability to put reports and stuff in. It is not imperative that you write reports on locals unless you want to. Our civilians are much more important in my opinion.
How do we that MDT someone
Yes. So the other thing I do need you to do when you get a chance is hover over each of your police issue firearms, take the serial numbers down and register them in the weapons section of that MDT for me. So if somebody, robs you of your stuff while you're down, and then uses it later for a crime, we can track it. That's why our evidence system is so important. They'll not only get charged with the, possession of police equipment, but, the actual felony that they're doing as well. If you actually go into the weapons section, you'll see how we've done it. may seem a bit anal, but it'll help us down the track when, you know, people are getting taken hostage and hurt and robbed and all of those things. Oh, Benham's back. So here in this city, we, like Chief's in head is a truck driver, so he's really up with the commercial traffic laws. So what he wants is if you find a truck that's being driven by a citizen or a civilian, you have every right to pull it over for no reason, essentially. You know, go through, you know, registration, proof of insurance, all of that stuff. And especially if they have a load on, you can actually go to the rear and search the cargo because they can do illegal cargo missions. So, yeah, you don't need to catch them, you know, breaking any road laws or anything like that to pull them over. It's a standard. You have every right to do so. And yeah, you may just pick up somebody on a charge as a result. If not, it'll just give you some good rolly, you know.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, I'm writing down all my serial numbers.
You don't need to write them down, you just copy them. Sorry, I didn't make that clear.
Oh, shit.
That's my bad. Some people do write them down so that they can just do it all in one foul swoop. They don't have to go in and out of their MDT, but, you know, whatever floats your boat. So Chief Tommy's coming in and he wants to create some pasta, so that works really well.
Got me for about another 30 minutes. So
I know.
Just waiting on.
I know.
I'll be around a lot this weekend. Just gonna
Good.
training.
Yeah. Actually don't see you on radio, but that could be a me problem.
nah, I don't see him on there either.
Nope, that's a me problem.
Okay. The other thing I haven't done because I'm not used to it is put my body cam on. There we go. That's a new feature that I've still got to get used to doing. So, a bit out of character, I don't know if you have, I know that you stream, right? But I don't know whether you have clipping software.
I do.
Okay, so, I can't can't recommend enough if you think someone's going to be a problem, whether they, you know, combat log or, you know, fail role play, anything like that, clip it, ship it to us, please.
New incident received.
I
Yeah.
can't stress enough.
And make sure if you are streaming, make sure you get your links up in the emails. So
Yes.
one
yes.
thing I ask everybody, so like if you can't be in city but somebody's streaming and you can watch the stream, kind of help everybody moderate. You know, you may be immersed in your
We have
RP
received another
and not paying
emergency call.
attention to
Are there
your
any
chat.
units free to handle
So
it?
others can say, hey, here's the Discord link, come in, open a ticket, let them handle that kind of administrative stuff. Is a wonderful thing. I got a few people like I'm live
Other
eyes right
units
now.
were able to resolve the
Um,
last emergency call.
just kind of, it's one of the reasons I come to the onboarding and the training, even though I'm not a cop. It kind of helps show some of the people out there, you know, where I'm streaming that, hey, we do other things or I do other things and ride around on fire trucks and put out smart fires. So, like, my wife will sit in the live even though she doesn't play. She can definitely direct people to how to get through to navigate the Discord, how to get in the city, stuff like that. So we try
And
to
I
all
also,
work together doing that.
yeah, I sit in there too. So I can keep an eye on it because, you know, sometimes we're on different calls. Or, you know, I might be waiting for coroner to come or whatever else for my scene, so I can, you know, keep an eye on what's happening with his, and he does the same for me. So, yeah.
I think you're going to have to give him that role in the emails too, so he can post in that channel,
Yes. Yep. I will do that. Give me a sec.
I believe. And the other thing, you sent me the email on that is downloaded from Keymaster, and I just stuck it in. So.
To that.
You send me over a logo or something when I'm streaming GTA, I'll put it in.
That will be a chief.
You still got a ticket open in state?
Yes.
Mr. Lucas, upload file.
I gotta change this keybind for lock.
Alright, you should be able to see the channels now. Okay. I believe you're all set up with that. You should be able to see the channels, and anyone gives you any grief or anything like that, please let us know. So you also, just to make you aware, I'm not sure whether I have told you, we have actually just had someone join the radio. He is what we class as an EMR. He is a young man who has some major disabilities in the city, but we try to be inclusive. He has a specific way of learning. He may be very hard for you to understand. Just be positive, ask him to slow down, and even, you know, type it out /me if you have to. He can revive you, but you won't get the extended rollie from him. Because of the way he learns, I can only give him one task to learn at a time. Because our ambulance script is so advanced, it's taking him a while to learn just the part that I've given him to do. please be positive. Please try and include him in calls if at all possible. He also goes live eyes and is super active. So as long as we include him and all of that, he's happy.
So what's the lock for the door script?
It should be D.
How do I change that?
Oh, I can't remember. Is it Jack Sam Jaws that we're using now, Chief? What's
Yeah,
the-
yeah, but I
Any
don't know
emergency
that it
call
comes
came
up
in.
at a
Are
separate
any units
keybind.
available to respond?
I don't know if you can physically change that keybind. Honestly, I haven't looked.
The reason why it was changed to D, when we had the old door
The
system,
last emergency situation
Yes,
has
door
been resolved
system,
by other units.
when we were at and the old police system, when we were escorting a suspect, and you had to unlock a door, we'd also unescort the suspect. That was really difficult to move them throughout the station unless you had somebody with you.
I got somebody
so
down.
So we changed it to, that would be
Jesus.
Tommy, I'm assuming.
And Polito.
Would be Tommy, I would assume. Hop in the car, we'll go. See.
Why is it not letting me in my vehicle? There we go.
Don't forget your seatbelt. Where's the call, Chief?
It's up by Impala shop.
.500 communications, show us responding to reports of a person down. It's going to be in Toledo. We'll update postal on arrival. Oops, wrong turn, but that's alright. And locals will just stop dead for you, by the way. You've got your seatbelt on, right?
A new emergency call came in. Are any units available to respond? Other units are able to respond.
You idiot.
Oh, you idiot.
500, 800, you good?
Yeah, good.
$500 to $800 direct welfare.
Yeah, I'm good.
500 to MR1. Are you on the route to that call as well?
Heat up, but I didn't hear anything.
Yeah. Locals are being nuts.
I know they are. I just had two just pop out in front of me. It's spotting a little past Impala shop on the main road. I actually know at Impala shop. Yep.
500 plus one arriving.
8 up on the scene.
I said, dude, let me do. You let me take me to hospital.
I mean, I might need my head checked out. I might trip.
Mr. Tommy, how we doing today, sir?
Well, there was a fire. I saw a fire down the road, and I went down there, and then something exploded, and then I ran back up here, and I tripped, fell, and I guess I hit my head.
Oh man. It's,
Everything went black.
Yeah, Mr. Chris get you patched up here?
Yeah, my head hurts really bad. I don't know.
We can get you up to the hospital if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna have to do that.
All right, we could do that.
Okay.
All right.
That'll be fine.
Everybody might want to back up a little bit. All right, Mr. Tommy. We're going to get you in the back of Chris's ambulance here, and we're going to go around the corner to the hospital.
Okay, everything's
Alrighty, deputy. Sorry, trooper. Let's go.
All right, Chris, go ahead and follow me to the hospital.
A new emergency call came in. Are any units available to respond?
So if you go to
800
your F6
communications,
menu,
myself and EMR1 are going to be transporting one approximately 50-year-old male to
and then check vehicle info.
Toledo Medical Center, ETA less than a minute.
Uh, 500 to 800 direct. I have to take the trooper back to state. He needs to take a extended nap.
All right, 10-4.
Not there. It's not there.
All right, Mr. Tommy, what we're going to do is we are going to, I'm going to get you off the stretcher. I want you to think about laying on that x-ray bed there, and
Okay.
set this out here. All right, you should be able to think about your third eye. If it's,
Working on it.
there we go. All right, beautiful. You can go ahead and hop up. There's no fractures, no swelling of the brain. It all looks good. All right. Get you in the other room here, and we're going to go through some vitals. We're going to talk about some
We
questions
have
and
received
stuff,
another emergency
and
call. Are there any
all
units
that
free to
good
handle it?
stuff. All right.
Other responders managed to deal with the previous emergency
This
call.
hospital's a little tiny.
I know it's not, really.
Yeah. It could be worse, right?
Yeah, it could be.
Yep.
All right. There we go. All right, Mr. Tommy. So go through me again exactly what happened today.
Well, I woke up and went outside. I worked there at the mechanic shop, and yeah, and I walked out and I saw a fire down the road. I went down there to check out, and then I heard something explode, so I turned and ran away, and I tripped and I fell and I hit my head.
Gotcha. What's your pain level right now?
Uh, Probably a 9. My
Okay.
head's really hurting.
I'll give you a little bit of something here for the pain. Go through a couple other checks real quick.
Okay.
Okay, you got a weak pulse. That's not a good thing. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you a little something to bring that up just a little bit. I'm going to push some fluids on you just to keep you hydrated. Kind of get your levels back to normal here. So what day of the week is it? Do you know?
Huh. Oh, I'm sorry. What?
What day of the week is it?
Um, I don't know.
You don't know? That's okay. Sometimes those things can happen, especially when you hit your head. Who do we got walking in here? Do you know this young lady here standing behind me?
Not familiar.
Not familiar. Okay. So what is your name, sir? Do you remember your name?
Yeah, Tommy Little.
Gotcha. Yeah. So, Mr. Tommy, what I'm observing is I'm observing some what may be momentarily memory loss. It could be because of the traumatic events you've seen. It could be because of your head injury. I didn't find anything on the scans um, that concerned me. It does concern me that you do have a little bit of memory loss. Um,
Chief, do you think he's been drinking?
that I have not been down that road yet. So, Mr. Tommy, have you had anything to drink today, or any kind of recreational type of substances?
Well, I did have a bottle of tequila.
Ah,
I won't answer the other question.
I
gotcha.
heard. I
It's
heard.
all good. It's all good. Um, So that may be part of your memory loss issue, and I'm
Do we
not a
have any
police
units
officer. I
available
don't
to respond to an emergency?
care one way or the other. So I do have some fluids going into you. I am going to push a little bit more on the saline just because of what may or may not
The
be on
last
board.
emergency situation has
Because
been resolved by other units.
the simplest way to explain that is solution to pollution is dilution. So we're going to dilute what toxins may be in your system, help them get filtered through your organs correctly, and that may help you get a little bit more clarity in
Well,
what's going on.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Someone gave me a little bitty teeny tiny baggie with blue powder, and I
Mm,
sniffed that.
Uh-huh.
I
it's,
don't know.
as I asked you, so is it crack or not?
Oh, what?
It's go blue powder. It's going to be on crack, meth, or heroin.
The
User
blue
Oh,
powder is going to be methyl heroin, he's saying.
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, that's not good. There are some illegal substances or some questionable substances that are cut with some not so nice things going around city. I've had dealings with another young lady that has maybe taken some laced candy of some sorts.
It's
So
just a teeny tiny bit.
yeah,
Chief, are you able to do a blood draw?
yeah. Let me go ahead and go ahead and get a little bit of blood here. All right. We will be right back. Chris, go ahead and stay with the patient here. I'm going to run to the lab real quick. I don't think there's an actual physical lab in here, so we're going to make it look like we're doing some stuff. All right. Check through some stuff. Yeah, he's definitely had a little bit of heroin.
A new emergency call came in. Are any units available to respond?
ATOH on board, yeah, so he's had some bit to drink, some recreational narcotics. Yeah.
The last emergency situation has been resolved by other units.
Bit alarming, but that area of town, I have suspicions about individuals that hang at that mechanic shop, so it is what it is. All right, let's go back and all right, Mr. Tommy, you still with me here?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got quite a bit of different narcotics in your system. I'm definitely concerned about some of that. Best I can tell you is stay away from that stuff. That stuff is bad for you. Um, it can cause you can overdose and die. You can send yourself into a heart attack. All kinds of stuff. Stop breathing. You get that funny lean, and you start drooling
Not
all
to
over
mention
yourself.
overheating.
Yeah. Overheat your brain. That's some bad stuff. It may make you feel good for a second, but I highly recommend staying away from that stuff. So how's your memory progression? We starting to realize what day it is and what month it is and all that good stuff.
I'm really having trouble with date. I know I'm at the hospital, and I know I don't know you, but I know you are like EMS, and
Yeah.
you are Popo. I'm sorry, police.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
police, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want to be rude to you, ma'am.
I've been called worse, sir.
Not by me.
I think Mr. Tommy here is a perfect gentleman. I don't think he would ever say anything derogatory towards the boss lady there.
No, I don't talk derogatory.
I don't recommend he fucks around and finds out either, but you know.
I like her.
Yeah, a lot of us are very fond of Miss Boss Lady, especially me. But
Oh,
Is that your name,
No,
boss
sir.
lady?
No, sir.
this
I'm,
is Miss Chevy Steele. She is.
I'm Agent Chevy Steele with the Federal Bureau for the City.
Oh,
Internal Affairs.
okay. Well, your daddy Remington.
I don't actually know who my daddy was.
I cracked a funny.
A new emergency call came in. Are any units available to respond?
So what I am going to do here, Mr. Tommy, is I'm going to take you off of this stretcher.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave you in the care of Mr.
Other
Chris.
responders
I
managed to deal with
have
the previous
a
emergency
meeting
call.
with the mayor, unfortunately, that I have to get to, and
Okay.
if I leave you on this stretcher, nobody can get you off. So I'm gonna leave you with Miss Chevy and
Okay.
Mr. Chris here, and they are going to finish taking care of you before I better get to the mayor's office before he has my butt. So, Mr. Tommy, good luck. Boss lady, Chris, I will see you guys later. I'm off to my meeting.
okay, so
Shut up.
Is it okay if I get like some
800 communications en route to the airport for fly out. Y'all be safe. Have a good one.